Now, the third guy in the middle of all this trade rumors is a guy that's not tradable right now. We're talking about Russell Westbrook. Lakers have shopped and shopped and shopped him. He's got a $47 million final year attached to his contract, John. And the big issue is nobody wants to take on that contract for 1 year. He doesn't want to give any money back to make a deal affordable for whatever team that takes him. There was talk they needed really a third team to come in to make all the salary cap restrictions fit. He's still a member of the Lakers. So I don't know what the Lakers are going to do. They got a lot of square pegs and round holes that don't fit. They gutted the veterans off their roster. They have a lot of really young players. Now, they just did make a trade early Thursday morning to acquire Patrick Beverley, a very controversial guard.
I remember him.
Oh, very
from
emotional.
The Clippers.
In your face.
Yeah.
They just made a trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And at first glance, you say, why would you trade a 21-year-old Talen Horton-Tucker and another player, Stanley Johnson, to Minnesota for a 34-year-old? But Patrick Beverley is an agitator. He's a feisty guy. He can shoot the three. He can run your offense, and he will definitely get in your face till he uses up all the fouls.
Right.
So they're changing the chemistry there. But I don't know how Beverley plays if Westbrook is still on the basketball team. So this bears watching. The Lakers to me have it's an enormous chemistry experiment. And they tried it last year with veteran players like Carmelo Anthony, and it blew up in their face. Now they're trying it with a lot of young guys. But I will say this about Beverley, although he wears you out watching him because he yaps all the time. I will say this about Patrick Beverley. You'd like to have him on your team rather than have to bring the ball down the court against him because he's in your face and he won't shut up at all. But this will be an interesting trade to see what the chemistry looks like. And again, within the next couple of weeks, does Westbrook stay? Does Westbrook go to the Indiana Pacers in a deal for Buddy Hield? I don't know. Will the Lakers buy this guy out and just get him off the roster? Or can the new coach, Darvin Ham, John, make a difference and communicate with this guy? Because this guy's career, you follow the NBA like I do, this guy's career has really spiraled down. This is not the same basketball player that used to be at Oklahoma City that would just wear you out and kill you because it could hurt you in so many different ways. Him and the same player.
I mean, they called him Russell Westbrook, right? Yeah. I mean, because he just lost the magic touch, but he's a guy that in an offense, he's the main dude. You know, he's the guy with the ball, taking the shots. Playing with other superstars just kind of conflicts with his style.
Last I checked in the rule book, I think it's page 33 underneath the coffee stain. There's only one basketball on the floor at a time, and you got three superstars who need the basketball to be who they are. That's a big issue. Speaking of Lakers, one other note.